to the Self-Made Book Channel. I'm Bianca.
And I'm Byron.
And today we are speaking to an amazing woman. Now, I'm a little bit biased because she's one of our mentees and arguably one of our mentees that is probably, doing the most. But,
Oh, that's definitely arguable.
It's arguable. I said arguable.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably, she's doing great things, right?
She's up there in the Champions League.
On our Champions League.
She's in the Champions League.
So we have the fantastic Sandra Brown Pinnock, and she is the CEO of Primal Beauty Natural, which is a skincare brand. But we're going to ask her all about that and what it's like working with us and all that other good stuff. So with that introduction, she's got no pressure.
Jeez. The pitch perfect. Okay, Sandra, thank you so much for joining us today.
My
first question, well, let's just let the people know who you are and what do you do.
Right, my name is Sandra Brown Pinnock, as you just said, and I am the CEO of Primal Beauty Natural. Primal Beauty Natural is a natural hair and skincare products that is all natural, sulfate-free, paraben-free, mineral, oil-free, and it's all natural. As I must say, society is now looking at the way they eat, what they put on their skin, what they put in their hair, and Primal Beauty just does that. So it, as I said, it has no additives. It's all 100% organic hair and skincare. We're certified by the Soil Association, and Primal Beauty is just doing great things. So you guys out there listening, you need to try Primal Beauty, because if you don't use Primal Beauty, you're not using anything until you use this brand.
Jeez, look at a pitch.
A solid pitch. Woo. So what led you to want to start a natural beauty brand?
Right, this all started, I think, so maybe about 5 years ago. I was running another business in mental health with my husband, and I started losing my hair and just losing my hair and saying, oh, my hair is falling out in patches. And my friend told me about a treatment called Apogee. So I went into the shop asking about this product, and the guys in the shop just didn't even know what I was talking about. And then he tried to sell me a gel for treatments, and I was just really annoyed. And then to add insult to injury, when I was going through the door, they tried to give me a jar of Vaseline, and that just makes me so angry.
Okay.
Right.
So with that, my pastor gave me some black soap, and to be honest, I just started because he said the black soap is like a miracle soap, and it did work, and it worked well on my skin. So I just started washing my hair with it. And after washing my hair with this, I realized that my hair started growing back, but it was really dry. And there was this lady, a friend of mine called Crystal. And she was making her own skincare products. So I said to Crystal, this is a really good soap. And look at my hair, it's growing back, all the patches now, and it's growing back fully. So I said, I think that I could make the soap into a shampoo, but we need to, because it strips your hair so much, so it needs to put the protein back in there. So it's something that wouldn't dry your hair out that much. So we started working on that, and I just went on a journey by, searching all these products, looking at, and it was an eye-opener for me, because I realized that even the products out there that they're saying is natural wasn't really 100% natural. And so I was really shocked that this happened, that you can just put natural on anything and get away with it. And so I went on the journey, and I started looking at different really organic things. And that is why I call it Primal Beauty, because it's about stripping back. So just stripping it back and making sure that everything that is in our products is all natural. And so with that, we found the protein that we wanted in the shampoo. And I made that, Crystal and I just started giving it to friends and family to try it. And they said, oh, it's really, really good. And so that's how I started with just one shampoo. And to be honest, the very first year I entered a competition, and it's a really big competition called the Precious Award here, and I won it. And I was really shocked. So it won that award, and it's from there that it takes up. And now we have, 42 different products in the brand. So, yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. So tell us, what is your vision for your brand and your business?
Oh my Lord, my vision is about taking over the world. Seriously,
That's what I like to hear. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Because I want to see Primal Beauty in every country across the world. I want to see Primal Beauty. It must be a household name, and that's my vision for it. An household name, as you have other household names, you know, like the Cantus and the Sheer Moisture. That is what I want. You know, if someone say, what's the best natural product? It's on the tip of their tongue, Primal Beauty. Try that brand. It's good. And, you know, I'm making sure, and I think that's why I hold on to it so much, because whatsoever that my brand say or the product say, what it says on the tin, that's what you're gonna get. So you're not gonna buy it and it says, oh, it moisturizes your hair, and then you buy it and say, oh my God, my hair, it dry my hair out instead. And so I think that's why I hold on to this so much. I don't really want to let it go, but I know I'll have to let go at some point to get other people in and help me, because it's getting bigger and bigger. But that's my vision, really, to the question that you asked. It's about, it must be a household name, and I want to see it across the globe.
Okay, fantastic.
So where can we find it? Where would people buy Primal Beauty from?
So Primal Beauty, you can get it in Amazon. You can get it in a few chemists. It's in one Lloyd's pharmacy. It's in a pharmacy also in Streatham called the Westbury Chemist. It's in another chemist called Mark Rise, and that's in Stratford. It's in some of the, it's in Pax.
How many in total? How many different distribution places in total?
Oh, so the distribution place in total, it is about, my last count, to be honest, was 40, 45. Yeah.
Now, you know, that's exceptional, because, and this is not me kind of blowing our own trumpet here, but when you first came to us as a mentee, Byron, don't make that face. When you first came to us as a mentee, it was in maybe 1 or 2 stores, yes, right?
Yeah, when I first came to you guys, to be honest, it was, where was it? It was in my store, and it was in Pampamsey. And Pampamsey is, there's another black guy he's in Brixton. So those were the 2 shops that it was in, to be honest. And I just thought that, you know, my brand was the bee's knees, and it was going all over, and it was just going to take off, and the branding was okay, and everything was okay. But then coming to you guys and just see it, just rip it apart, and I was just in my mind really angry, thinking, who do you think you are?
Honest feedback. We only want what's best for you. We just want
and I went away like, you know, you come with your tail or like a rabbit, and then you go away like a limp dog, and you're like, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Oh,
and you came back for more.
And then, to be honest, the way you guys strip it back and, you know, put me in contact with Gary, that's the guy that did the graphics, did the artwork on the brand, and just everything, you know, and I just keep on, even people, I must say, I've got a few people, but I don't know, whatever. But to answer the question, what you guys are saying, you know, just your mentorship, I must say, so it's like from 10% to 110%. So my brand was 10%, and then you take it to I said it's off the Richter scale and still going. So, you know, I always talk about it and just hats off at all time. And that is why I'm with you guys, and I don't think I'll ever leave. Maybe you'll have to just prize me out.
Well, when we retire on a beach somewhere, we'll still do Zoom calls. So 2 questions for you. Give us an idea on scale. How many units are you, selling per month, per quarter? And then I guess answer that question first before we go on to the second one.
So the units that I sell per quarter, to be honest, an estimate would be like that would be over 5,000. 10,000, to be honest. I wish you had asked me this, then I would get the right figure. But it's so
yeah. 5 or 10,000 units per month or per quarter? I think it's more.
I'd say per month. It's not quarter. That's more than that per quarter. Per month.
Yeah. Okay. And the second question is, what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to get into? Obviously, you're still on your journey, but you're turning over a significant amount of money. So what would you give to advice to anybody that potentially is looking at getting into this line of business, maybe not a direct competitor, but they want to get into the kind of the product-based business. They've got a soap, or they've got something that they want to, they want to get.
Lipstick.
Yeah. What advice would you give to them?
I would say know your brand, know the products that you're selling, because that's the first thing people are going to ask you question. And you don't, if someone asks you about your brand, you should be able to read it off and talk about it. So make sure that you know what you're selling, know your brand. Your brand is you, as I get, you guys learning this from you. You are your brand. And so they've got to make sure that, why are you doing it? Why you don't have to say, because I don't think that you do it because you just want money. It must be a passion. So you have to got the passion for it. And then afterwards, I always say, get a mentor. Seriously, you have to get a mentor. Someone that is in that game like you guys, that is able to direct you, that is able to tell you the things where you're going wrong, what are the things that they can see. Because when you're in it yourself, you don't really see it until someone else with you guys, so it's 4 fresh eyes that is looking at it to say, I think you should change this, or this is what I think you should do, or he's able to just lead you in the direction that you wouldn't even think about, and as what you guys have done for me. So I think that is the main thing that I would say. That is the first one, is about knowing the brand, knowing what they're selling, and they're their own brand, so they got to represent their brand. And then it's about getting a mentor, so the mentor can take you on that journey. And then it's about marketing, sales, and everything else that comes back.
And what have you found has been, so beyond kind of mentoring and so on, what do you think has been the most instrumental part of that business changing direction? So going from doing okay to doing what it's doing today.
I think that to be honest, it's about the changing the just everything, changing the old brand. So the old look, I must say, has changed. So it's about changing everything. So it's when I look at what I started with, and now I look at the label, because I still keep my first label that I started, and it looks like something that you were selling from your kitchen. But now it's changed so much that it's a premium brand. So it looks premium and it is premium. So when you look at it, so I think that's what happened when I changed just everything about it, and it became a premium brand where anyone that look at it. So and as you guys told me also about making sure that it's selling to everyone, that it doesn't pigeonhole itself, because I had pictures on there. And so people look at it and say, oh, well, it's only for a black person, or it's only for a white person. But when it's just, it has no face, as you call it. So that, and I think that's what changed. That was a game changer for the brand.
So interesting, because I think we talk a lot about brand story, and I think your story has done very well, because you're talking about from your own experience what you had faced, and then how you'd made, how it had helped you personally, and then how it helped other customers, and being able to really showcase that. But you're right, at the beginning, the packaging, it had people on it, and people often do that when they create packages, and it does create that niche. But now we've opened it up, it's now premium, and that branding piece is important. But what I like about what you said is about evolution. So this might not be the last packaging. It probably won't be. We'll probably change it again soon, very soon, in my opinion. But it's about that evolution of that brand, just changing and growing, and not being afraid to start where you are, but grow, right?
Yeah.
As you were saying that, I was having some ideas of some other niche brand ideas we could have, but we'll talk about another time. Anyway, right, give us one of your biggest challenges to date in the business.
Wow, the biggest challenge, people. Yeah, that honestly, that's one of my biggest challenges, people. Retaining, because it's so unreliable. They're so unreliable. So I've always constantly, that's one of the biggest challenges, to be honest, is people.
And I guess you're in until we get that big factory when the bottles label itself, and the liquid is pumped in by itself, and it's mixed in the tons. You have to need people, I guess. But even the machines need people.
I think every entrepreneur struggles with people. I think people is an issue for most. Yeah,
absolutely. So what's it like being? No, I'm going to ask that. I was going to say, what's it like being a self-made mentee? A better question would be, what are the 2 best things about it, and what's one bad thing about it? Ooh,
controversial.
Controversial.
Oh no, oh my God, I've got so many good things about it. As I said, I thank God the day, which I should have done a long time, as I said to Bianca, but when I came, I was glad the day that I came. I should have come before, because maybe I would even be bigger than what I am now. But anyway. So, there's so many good things about it, is that, you guys you're so open and able to talk to you, to ask any question, around my business that I'm doing. I'm able to, drop a text or call Bianca, because I call Bianca more than you, Byron. Not
yeah, it's all right. Don't worry. I have to wait a whole day for a response, But, yeah, I ain't getting the love, you see. I ain't getting the love.
Yeah, and just about you, the knowledge that you guys have, and you're always able to point me in the right direction, and something always comes. I keep on cursing COVID, because I remember always writing to Superdrugs, and just in the mentorship, when I had that mentoring meeting, and Bianca came round, and she just said to me, "Why don't you just write to the CEO?" And she said, "Oh, this is you can just go on there, you get CEO," which I didn't know. So those little nuggets, and just writing to the CEO, and just to see the very next day, I got a reply from the head of from the head of buying, and she just said, "This is the person that you." And now they're just saying, as soon as we go back, as this lockdown is over, then we'll deal with you again. And that's what I'm talking about. How I don't have any bad. It's all the good that I can talk about. I don't think I have any bad.
While you do that, I want to ask you a question about COVID, right? So I think right now a lot of entrepreneurs kind of feel like there's a pandemic, there's a crisis, that things have stopped. For you, things have not stopped, things have increased.
No. Yes, things have increased.
What would you say to people out there who have decided to stop and just sit back? What could they
do? Oh my God, I'll say that's silly. Don't stop. Just continue to do what you're doing. I look at it as just working from home. So just continue as if you're at work. If you're in an office, use your house as an office, use your bathroom or wherever that you just use but don't stop, because once you stop, then you're going to lose that. So there's so much that you lose in that time. So I was saying to someone the other day, what if we were in lockdown for the next 6 months? What, you're just going to stop your business? Yeah. You just got to continue. You've got to continue. You just got to, you've got to look at it in a different way. Sam, this is the way. So you look at how you're working. So I used to work this way. This is how I'm going to start working. So you still contact people. You still talk to people. You still let people know that you're here. Oh yeah, I'm still here. Remember me. So I would say to anyone, don't stop, just continue, but you got to look at it, just change. It's about, change and still continue to do what you're doing.
That's a really, really good point. Yeah. We do not know when this is going to be over with. So you cannot remain static. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good takeout. I'm going to steal that. And I want to talk about that in a minute, because I love
that. Yes, Byron, I'm sure you will. It'll be on Byron's Instagram very soon, guys. If not by the time this video comes out.
I'll credit you, don't worry.
Oh, that's good. Question I think we probably as women always get asked, which I find really sometimes a little bit frustrating, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What's it like being a woman in business? And when I say a woman in business, what I mean by that is being a woman in business, but also being a wife, a mother, a grandmother. Like, what is it like wearing all of those hats?
Oh, well, what would I say? There's elation, and then there is stress, and there's everything else. But I think that, being a woman, sometimes especially if I go out and I'm going to meet someone, the first thing that I think that, especially for men, I think that they think that women don't know what they're on about or what they're talking about sometimes, or they just think that, it shouldn't be you. And I always get the question, who else is there? And if I call someone else's name, they expect me to say a man. And they always expect that a man is in the background doing something. I'm like, no, this is not, there's no male in this, it's all female. And so as a woman in business, I think that there's a bit of a prejudice, to be honest, around this, because I don't know why and I think it's society that's, you know, have that, where they think that women can't do several things and you can't wear several hats. So if you're a mother, you're going to remain a mother. If you're a wife, you're going to remain a wife, but you can't have the whole package. And I think that that is wrong. So I get frustrated sometimes when I get asked silly questions. I pretend that I don't hear.
Okay. It's one way of dealing with it.
I guess that is a way of dealing with it. Yeah, I guess.
Excellent. Okay, so final question.
Well, do you have a question for us?
Okay, go on, Byron.
No, we want to know, do you have a question for us?
No, I would say, you know, what keep you guys motivated, to be honest? What keep you motivated? Because, you know, I always notice that, you know, when I see you guys on Instagram and you always put things out that I take, you guys don't realize I take some things and I quickly snapshot it and I take it away and I'm like, and I'm like, oh my God, what keep them motivated? And yeah, that's my question. What really do keep you guys motivated?
Yeah, sure. So I guess there's a couple of things. So first of all, I'll speak for me, and I'm sure I'm speaking for us both on some things. But the feeling of winning is something that you know, the endorphins or whatever it is that's attached to winning is something that's incredible. And I just love to win. I'm very competitive. I love the successes that come with winning, whether that being able to help people, whether that being financially, whether that being, you know, I just love the feeling of winning and then what comes with that. Secondly, I love helping people. So I love the fact that I can see, you know, someone's life being transformed from coming in with a particular idea and 6, 12, 18 months, 2 years, whatever it is, it's completely changed it's completely grown, and now they are happy or happier. It's having an impact on their life, their family's life, their children's life. And I just love seeing that and being a part of that journey. So that's why I love consulting. That's why I love mentoring. And that for me is two of the major reasons. And as I always say, I want to create as part of my legacy. It's just a very selfish one, isn't it? But I want to create 100 millionaires, and that's it. You know, I just woke up in the morning, I say, yeah, I want to create 100 millionaires, and that's what I want to do. So, well, I've changed it now slightly, right, to make my life easier. And I've changed it from, I want to create 100 millionaires to, so it's 100 millionaires or 100 people who turn over £1 million.
Okay.
To make my life easier.
You made your life easier, a lot easier there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cheating a little bit, but I like the approach.
Yeah, but they would have had to have not.
No, I like it. I like it.
No, I've moved the goalposts a little bit.
Okay, fine. And I think I echo what Byron said. Just helping people to understand their goals and to achieve their goals. I think that's a huge motivation. And just I think we just love life. We love life, and I think we love giving. And I think if we can give and help and contribute to someone's goals, aspirations, vision in any way, I think that's what we want to do. So that's the motivation, I think.
So we've got some quick fire questions for you.
Okay, you ready? Go on.
Ish, as I write one or two.
Okay, so quick fire questions.
We want to know, what's your favorite food?
What's my favorite food? My favorite food is chicken. I like. Sorry?
Favorite meal?
My favorite meal is a stir fry.
Stir fry? Favorite holiday destination?
The greatest one. I love the Maldives. I really love it.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Favorite car?
Which I will be getting next year is a Bentley.
Woo! Convertible or not convertible?
Convertible.
Woo! Heels or trainers?
Trainers.
Okay. I think I've seen you a few times rocking up with the trainers. Favorite movie?
My favorite movie to this day is Shawshank Redemption. I can watch that thing a million times over.
Favorite thing about life right now?
Favorite thing about life right now is that I'm healthy, and I have got 2 great sons and my husband, and I love them. That's the great thing about life for me.
Dinner with the children or dinner with the hubby?
They know it happy all the time.
Good answer.
Wow. I don't know which one creates more stress.
Well, it creates stress if you said the kids.
Yeah, that's true. You can deal with the kids. You can just stay there. And the final question will go to Bianca. You can choose anything you want. There's a few here, but you can just make one up.
No, I mean, that's hard. That's a difficult one. Okay. Hardest decision you've ever had to make?
Wow. What's the hardest decision I had to make?
Let's say for the business to make it easier, because otherwise that's quite a hard question.
It's deep.
It's a deep question. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, fame or fortune?
Fame or fortune? Fortune. I don't like fame.
Okay, cool.
Right. Super.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure speaking to you, but thank you for joining us on the Self-Made Book channel. You know, we get the pleasure of seeing you on a monthly basis. The other people that follow us don't. So thank you so much. So guys, it's been a fantastic opportunity to speak with Sandra, the CEO of Primal Beauty Natural. If you want to get some natural beauty products, where should they go, Sandra?
It's www.primalbeautynatural.co.uk. And you get on that site and you won't leave it.
And she's not lying.
Confidence. I need some more creams. I'll be sending you. I'll send it to next to Bianca. She'll send it to you. Get me some more. Yeah.
I literally now I go in my bathroom. I'm like, I've got the whole collection. Every part of my body is like Primal Beauty. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I've been Bianca.
And I'm Byron.
And Self-Made.
It's success.
Bye.